In collecting, we love to talk about silver. It's just one of the things we do. We love to talk about proof silver, even more fun, right? And then we get to that beginning and ending chapter stories, the bookends as we call it. Well, tonight we're bringing them all together and the craziest price ever. Let's go. The Roosevelt dimes last decade. And it's not just the last decade, everyone, for 90% silver. This is the last decade of Philadelphia proofs, period. Remember, in 1968, San Francisco came online, and they have been making our proof sets ever since. Prior to 1968, all of our proofs were made at the Philadelphia Mint, which means all of our proof sets, Philadelphia Mint based. Now, proof sets to the public started in 1950. So the last 3/4 of a century, it's been the focal point for collectors. The best strike, the best quality of that year's given coins. So when we talk, again, silver, it's all about finding the best value. And looking at the 3 silver coins that were in the silver proof sets from 1955 to 1964, the last decade, Philadelphia struck 90% silver. Oh, and by the way, when they came out in 68, they were not 90% silver dimes. They were clads then. This is the last decade of silver 90% in dimes as well. If you look at the unks compared to the proofs, it's like a wow story. Let's get to the price first. $69.95 is for all 10 coins. So divide by 10, we're under $7 a coin. The least expensive coin my competitors have is the last one, the 1964. They made $3.9 million. And they're at $26 for that single coin. If you go back, they have 9 of the 10 we have here. Right? They have the 56 at $29.50. If you add up just the 9 they have, they're north of $230. And they don't have the rarest one, which is the 55. So tonight, crazy price, bargain opportunity. If you look at the mintages, it tells the true story of the rarity of the proofs when you can get them under the price of uncirculated. 55, the oldest in here. 12 million P's, 13 million D's, only 378,000 proofs. Special. 56, the next year, was 108 million P's, 108 million D's, 1.2 million proofs, 100 to 1. 1960, 70 million, 200 million, 1.6. If you even go to 1964, the last year, the numbers are kind of crazy. 1.3 billion, 929 million, and 3.9 million. So every year, the proof is always the winner by a long margin. Then here's the question. If you look at 1955 through 1964, whether it's the P's or the D's, the 2 coins that were in circulation, with the same silver fineness, 0.900, same weight, they're between $14 to $18 for all the coins dated in the 1960s, and they're between $21 and $27 on all the coins dated in the 1950s. We have the proofs, and we're under 7. Now, proofs, again, are a method of manufacture. A regular coin, or a business strike, as they call it, is slapped once and pushed out into circulation. They look wonderful, but they're intended for circulation. And if it's stored, they call it mint state, right? Made by the mint, never touched, mint state. Then there's the coin made for collectors, us, and it's known as a proof. They originally were issued as presentation pieces. So if you were the King of England and you were coming to the United States for a visit, you would be presented with the proof set of the year as a way to remember and or mark the anniversary or the time. Remember the King of Siam set from 1804? Same exact flow. So proof, the method of manufacture, is taking the dies, polishing them, the front and the back, Then the piece of metal is individually polished as well. So it's all about the polish, right? But then they not only strike it once, they strike it twice, which is why you get that razor rim and the letters just popping off the coin. And then the accent throughout the hairlines or the eagle or the other images that are on the coin. So it's how they make something. And every year without fail is the coin with the lowest mintage. So tonight, the last decade, and we're looking for pockets where value and rarity work together. Because again, for under $20, an uncirculated coin is a pretty good value. But as I referenced, we're talking 100 to 1 rarer with the proofs, and they're less money with us tonight. That's the ABC way, if there's ever been a definition. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up, please. Lots of activity on the phones. So if you're visiting us via the web, avccoins.com, and you have this in your shopping cart, I'm down to like 18, 19 sets left from what I can tell. A few of you buying multiples, and thank you. Do we have individual proofs? Some of them, yes. Most of them, no. Unfortunately, the only way these appear is proof sets have to be broken up over time. And that's over 3/4 of a century ago. So today, one here, one there, we accumulate. And then the lowest number is the number of sets we have, which means that one's not available. But again, there's a few of them there. Just check it out. Just type in Roosevelt proof. It'll bring you to all of them, and you're square. But tonight, not north of $230. For 9 of the 10, the rarest one being left out. We're a third of the price, and we have all of them. In proof, the last of the Philly 90% silver proofs. 1955 to 1964, encapsulated in this beautiful presentation box. Outright winner. Give us a call.